Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel Plant Pause, where we hang out and talk about all things cats and plants. Today we're going to do a plant tour. I've got lots to show you guys. Last time I counted, I had over 160 plants, I believe. So definitely lots to show you guys, so get cozy and I'm gonna take you around with me and show you everything I've got in my collection. Just wanted to add a little bit of a backstory really quick before we start and I show you around. We are currently in the process of doing some remodeling in the house. We actually a few months ago tore up all of the flooring in this house that was just old carpet, and then we replaced it with the vinyl flooring that you see behind me. And then we actually did the baseboards as well too, and a few other things, but we're still in the process of doing the rest of the trim in the house. It's still kind of in construction, so if you guys see anything that looks a little unfinished, that is why. So I just wanted to kind of let you guys know that before we got started. So I'm gonna start you guys in the living room and the kitchen area. I don't have as many plants out here. The majority of my plants are actually in my plant room, so we'll leave that for last, but we will start in here and in the kitchen and dining room. So let's head over here. Okay, you guys, starting off in my living room here is my ponytail palm that I love so much. It just hangs out here on top of the big old basket full of cat toys. And then over here in my front window, I've got just a big old, I think it's a golden pothos. And I'll put the name on the screen for every plant that I show you guys in case you see something that you like and maybe you want to add to your collection. And then up here in this little hanging macrame hanger, I've got a neon pothos. There's a tuna. And then over here on my coffee stand, I've just got a big old snake plant. Just hangs out there, super easy care. And then up here, let me stand up here. I've got a Raven ZZ and my Hoya Pubicalyx right next to that. So yeah, that's all I have over here. And then we will head over here to the dining room. Hi, Silver. Pretty girl. All right, and over here, we've got a Suji. And then I'll just take you guys one by one here. This up here is my asparagus fern, one of two that I have. And then this big one up here is my Alocasia Silver Giant, I believe is what it's called. It is very big. And then just below that is my Philodendron Camposportuanum. It is going a little crazy and just trailing down everywhere. And then behind that, let me move this guy out of the way. Behind my Camposportuanum, I have my Philodendron Birkin. And then in front of that I had to move out of the way, is my Philodendron Summer Glory. The leaves are going every which way on that one. And then up here, I have my Philodendron Silver Sword. Below that is my Rhaphidophora Hyae. I'm not really quite sure how to say it, but I will make sure to put it on the screen. And then back here is my Philodendron, what is it? Oh, the tag's right there. Duh. Philodendron Hastatum Narrowleaf. It almost kind of has like a silvery hue to it, which is really cool. And then up here in the corner, I've got my Monstera Deliciosa, who is currently working on a new leaf right there. So cute. And then down here, I've got, next to my Squirtle, my mistletoe cactus, which I featured in my pet-friendly video. And if you're curious about pet-friendly plants that I have in my collection, I will go ahead and link the video in the description box below if you guys are interested in watching that one. And then here I've got a couple small ones. This is my Syndapsis Pictus Argyrius, I believe. And then behind that, I'll pull it out here so you can see it better. This is a Syndapsis Pictus Exotica. And then back here, I have an alocasia that I'm not quite sure what it is. I think I got this one as like a no ID. I'm thinking it might be an alocasia poly, possibly, but I'm not quite sure. So, but if you guys know, leave a comment below and let me know, because I'm not quite sure. And then below that, I have my rickrack cactus, and I know this is another type of snake plant, but I'm not quite sure what it's called. I think it has a name on it here though. Oh yeah, here we go. Sansevieria snake plant Mikado. So that's that. And then I have some Hoya over here. Let's see if I can remember these, because I always seem to forget them. This one, I believe, that's trailing down, is a Hoya Rebecca. And then next to that is my Hoya Memoria. Yeah. And then next to that, I have these two. This one here, big old leafy one, is a Hoya Skinneriana. And then next to that, that's putting out some really cute pink leaves, is my Hoya Australis Lisa. At least that's what it was labeled as. Yeah, that's all of them there on the shelf. And then I have a couple hanging ones up here as well. I'll move them because the lighting is kind of weird right now. But this one is my Peperomia Hope that I also featured in my Pet Friendly Plants video. I love it so much. It just grows like crazy. And then I have, this one is also a Peperomia. It is a Peperomia, I want to say angularis, but I'll have to check on that. And then up here is my Hoya Crimson Queen that I just opened from Bros with Hose, I think last week. I have a YouTube short on that one if you are interested. Moving on from there, I've got a tuna loaf in right there. It's a good loaf. That's actually a litter box. I love it so much. I got it on Amazon several years ago, but I can actually post it below if you guys are interested. It's just so cool. There's an opening right there, but you wouldn't be able to tell. It just looks like a potted plant from here, which I love. Anyway, moving on. I've got a couple plants here that kind of just became the like plant quarantine area that I just throw plants when I first get them. And then I usually leave them there for a couple weeks. I kind of have two quarantine areas, and I'll show you the other one later. But let me show you these quickly. Let's see. Just here in the corner, I've got just a Lucky Bamboo setup that I made. And then next to that is my other Hoya that I got from the Bros with Hose package that I unboxed. This one is a Hoya elliptica. Yes, a Hoya elliptica. And then this one here is just a little Hoya Matilde cutting that I got from one of my local favorite plant stores. They gave it to me as a freebie, which was super sweet. And then this one I picked up, when was this? Like a week and a half ago or so, but I think this one, oh yeah, it's a Ceropegia woodii Ace of Spades. I thought it was super cute. And then this one I also got from that plant store that gave me the little freebie. And I don't honestly know what kind of cactus this is. I'll have to look it up and maybe put it on the screen if I find it. But it looked like a cactus that had a bunch of cat hair on it, so I just had to get it because, you know, cats and plants, it's just perfect. The plant store that I go to a lot has a lot of different vendors that they sell their stuff there, and this little clay worm I ended up picking up as well, and it was just super cute. And then this is a Ficus teneki. I just picked that up a couple weeks ago, actually for my sister, because when we were at the zoo a few weeks ago, she saw one in an exhibit and wanted one, so I found one and picked one up. This one I just got from my Facebook group. They had a plant purge, so I just picked this one up. This is a Hoya Wilbur Graves. And then this one I got at a plant sale at one of my favorite plant stores as well. It was a different one. This one is a Hoya Commingiana. And then last one I have here is, this is a Hoya Shepherdii. So yeah, I just picked this one up from that sale as well. So yeah, all just kind of hanging out here, quarantining and getting adjusted to my house. And eventually they will find their own homes. Oh yes, and then up here I also have, you know, that one was unnamed when I got it, but I think it's a type of pothos, but I think it might be a, I don't actually know. I'm totally spacing on it, but I'll put it on the screen. And then up here I have a philodendron micans trailing down there. But yeah, that's it for over there. And then I have my beautiful flowers that my man got me. Love them so much. Okay, and then over here is one of my all-time favorites. This is my philodendron pastazanum. I think that's how you say it. I'll put it on the screen, but I just love these big green pillowy leaves. They're just so cool. I have 2 plants potted in there right now in that little terracotta pot. And then next to that I have, here is a global green pothos. And then my lemon lime philodendron, one of them. And then down here, I just got a few smaller ones. This is a Peperomia scandens. This is a Peperomia rana verde. A little ZZ plant here, and then another asparagus fern. And then, as you guys have seen before, my money tree that I have also as a cat water station bowl thing. So yeah, that is it for in here. Hi, Sunny. Oh, and I almost forgot my air plants. I got these little air plant displays on Amazon. I will link them down below if you guys are interested. I think they're so cool. Such a cool way to display your air plants, but also they make you just want to go buy a bunch more air plants. But anyway, I don't know the exact names of these air plants, but I just wanted to give you guys a closer look. They're just so cool, so low maintenance. I basically forget about these guys all the time, but they're really easy to take care of. But yeah, super cute. I loved the idea for displaying air plants. And then I also have some plants sitting in my kitchen window, hanging and on the windowsill, but they're gonna be a little bit hard to see because of the backlight. But I'll go ahead and take them down and show them so you guys can see them a little bit better. Okay, so kind of hard to see a little bit, but I just want to show you guys kind of what it looked like. I just have a bunch of hanging baskets in the window here and then some on the windowsill. So like I said, I'll take them down and show you guys. All right, let me show you guys these ones. So I have a few here. I've got mostly cactuses on this windowsill because it is a south-facing window, so it gets lots of sun. But this one is my Euphorbia trigona rubra. I love it so much. It grows green, like the new growth is green, and then I think it turns this like dark purpley after a while, but it's really cool. I love it so much. And then this one is a succulent, but this is my Zebra Haworthia. This guy here, super cute. And then I have another succulent. This is my, I think they usually call it a bear paw succulent. Yeah, it's so cute. They actually, like, the leaves look like bear paws, so that's why it's called a bear paw succulent. But yeah, I love it so much. It's so cute. This one is actually my second one. My first one I almost killed. So yeah. And then next to that, I have this cactus here that I got as a no ID, so I really don't actually know what it is. So if you know, let me know. Put a comment down below. But yeah, I just thought it was super cute and had to have it. And then I have this other cactus here. This is I think they call it a bunny ear cactus. Focus, there we go. Yeah, a little bunny ear cactus. These are so cute. I also really like this one because when you touch it, you don't have to worry about the little like pokies hurting you. They're actually fuzzy, and if they come off on your fingers, you can just like rub them off. It's pretty sweet. And then next to that, I have this cactus here. This is a Euphorbia obesa? I'm not quite sure how to say it. So there's that, and then this one, Are you going to focus? Anyway, yes, so this is I think they call it a pickle cactus. I'm not quite sure what the actual name of it is, but I got it not that long ago, probably like a few weeks ago, and all of this up here is new growth, so it's just growing like crazy, which is really cool to see. And then on the other end here is also a euphorbia. This one's a euphorbia trigona variegata, I believe. Yes. And then I just have it in this little cup here that my mom made. Super cute. And yeah, I really liked the colors on it. I just thought it was so cool. This little focus. Like, how cool is that? And then the little new growth up here. And then next to all that here, I have, this is a jade plant that honestly I thought I killed, but I didn't. But it just hasn't really been doing anything for me right now. So I'm just kind of waiting for it to do something. Yeah, but it's in this really cute pot next to the kitchen sink here. And that is it for the plants on the windowsill. But then I have 4 hanging Hoyas up here that I will show you guys also. This one is my Hoya Wyetii. And then this one is my Hoya Bella. I love these little leaves. They're just so cute. So dainty. Like, I don't know, I just love it. Also, this one grows like crazy. It's constantly putting out new growth for me. So yeah, I'm excited for this one to get more bushy. Okay, and then this one is my Hoya Carnosa compacta. Has the really funky curly leaves. For the longest time, I didn't really care for the way this one looked, but I don't know, I just kept seeing them on like other people's YouTube videos and I kind of just fell in love with them. So I just got this one not too long ago and I'm super excited to see it get more trailing. And then the last one I have on the window here is my Hoya Mini Bell that's just trailing down here and also climbing the hook up here. But yeah, it's just got really cool narrow leaves that I love. It's kind of similar to the Wyetii, but grows a little bit differently. Okay, and that is it for the kitchen window area. And then, yeah, I guess pretty much everything in the living room, dining room area. So let me go ahead and take you to my plant room next. That is where I have most of my plants right now. Yeah, there's a lot to see in there, so let's go. Okay, I am standing in front of my plant shelf here in the plant room and I'm just gonna pull them out one by one for you guys so you can get a better look at them, because otherwise they're just kind of all jumbled together in one spot so you won't be able to see them very well. But yeah, let me show you. This is my philodendron soderi. I think is how you say it. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but I'll put it on the screen. And then this one is my alocasia regal shield that I've got all of my plants, just a quick disclaimer. I've got all of my plants in these like little clear pots that I got off Amazon, and I love these. I love them because I can see the roots like really clearly in them and see how much moisture is in the pot and all that kind of stuff. So I just prefer that personally. But honestly, like the ones I have out in the living room and stuff, I have cover pots over them so they're a little bit more aesthetically pleasing and nice to look at. But the ones in here, I don't have cover pots for all of them. So maybe eventually, like, I'll be able to get some, but I think I'd want all of them to match. So maybe eventually I'll find a collection of pots that'll work for all these. But for now, most of them are just in clear pots. So anyway, so yes, this is my alocasia regal shield. This is the newest leaf that it just put out and it got really big. So yeah, I love this. This is probably my favorite. Aside from my giant, my silver giant alocasia, I love this one. I just love the way the leaves look. They're just a really cool dark green color. And then this one here is my Philodendron Varantianum, but it's just a little crazy looking right now, as you can see. So I need to take the time and probably, I don't know, do something with it. Put it on a pole or chop and prop or something like that. And then back here in the corner, I have my no, just kidding. This is my Monstera Adansonii. This one just grows like a weed, honestly. Like, it's constantly working on a new leaf. You can see that. But yeah, I just love this one. The leaves are so cool. It's really easy going, and it grows so fast that it's literally already outgrowing my pot here. So I'm probably gonna have to repot that here soon. But yeah, super easy plant, and it's just looks so cool. This one here is my, what is it? This is my Philodendron McDowell. The most recent leaf that it just put out unfortunately got damaged when it was unfurling. So I was a little sad about that, but it's still functional and it's okay. It'll grow more. But yeah, I love this one. This one's also always putting out new leaves for me. But kind of similar to my Pastizanum, these just have really cool dark green leaves with the lighter veining in it, and I don't know, I just love it. And then next to that is my Philodendron Fuzzy Petiole. And this one honestly kind of looks similar to the McDowell, but like the name says, it has fuzzy petioles. They're just like a little bit, I don't know, they got a texture to them, and I think it's really cool. But yeah, this one is putting out a ton of new leaves for me, and this one actually has, looks like a little bit of variegation there maybe? I don't know. But yeah, it's super cool. I think maybe I have it under too much light right now because the leaves look really, it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but the leaves look a little bit almost faded. So I should probably move this one farther away from the light. And then this is just a little Hoya Matilde cutting I have here rooting in water. And then behind me, this one is my Syngonium Frosted Heart. Kind of same with this one. I think maybe, I thought that the leaves were getting bleached because I had too much light on it, but even when I moved it out of the grow light, it was still coming out with leaves like this, which is cool. I mean, I'm not complaining about it. But yeah, it's also working on a new leaf for me right now. But yeah, it's just super pretty. And then on the other end here, I have a Philodendron gloriosum. And this one just put out, I believe, which leaf was it? I think it was this leaf that it just put out. Yeah, and it's huge. I love it. Just like perfect green leaf with like white veining, just looks so cool. I love the contrast. But yeah, this one is my gloriosum. So that's it for that shelf. I also do actually have some up here. This is my like second quarantine area that I just put a few plants that are acclimating. And as you can see, I actually have a grow light up there that's just kind of leaned up against a little pot. And the reason for that, it's kind of just a janky setup I have for now. But my Ikea cabinet, I had 2 grow lights in there, but one of them kept falling down. And so I just took it out and like set it up there. So that just became its own little quarantine area for now. So yeah. But I just have a few chilling up here that I will show you. This is just a little baby fuzzy petiole that I got a few days ago. And then this is another Soderai, I believe. So I have a couple doubles because I really like to make my plants fuller. When they're just like this, it's kind of like not as like pleasing. My cats are having crazy time. It's just not as like pleasing to me to look at. Like it looks a little just leggy, and I like them to be more full if I can. So I got this one so I can combine this with my other one. So I'll do that probably in a future video. And then, whoa. Oh, I knocked over my leg. Whoops. let me go clean that up. I will be right back. Okay, now that I'm done knocking over everything, this one is also up there on the little quarantine shelf. This is another Brandianum, which I have the same plans to combine with my original one. So they're just chilling up here acclimating. And then same with this one. This is another Hoya Carnosa compacta that I got for a good deal. And so I was planning on maybe combining this one with my other one, maybe eventually. We'll see. And then I also just have a philodendron Milano chrysum cutting up here that I got as a freebie from a plant purge a while back. So it's just up there hanging out until I figure out what to do with it. Yeah. And then this big old guy I have sitting up on the quarantine shelf too, because when I was watering last night, this one, I thought it was dead. I thought I killed it because it was very, very sad looking. Like all the leaves were just so droopy and it was just very, very thirsty. So thankfully it perked back up. It does have a few yellow leaves here and there, but this one is a, I think it's a philodendron skeleton key. So yeah, this one just was up here because I thought that it was trying to die, but thankfully it's not. Okay, we are just down here chilling on my floor now in the plant room because I have another shelf and yeah, I wanted to go through this with you guys. So I've got a few more to show you here. This is my philodendron subhastatum. Such a cool plant. It's got red backs and the new growth. It just looks so cool. Like look how red it is. It reminds me of like flames or something. This one's another kind of crazy one. This is my Syndapsis Silver Hero. And from this angle it looks a little prettier. But it's just a little crazy. I think this one I need to put on a moss pole or something like that, or maybe chop and prop. But yeah, it's just this vine is honestly just like kind of chilling here. Yeah, I gotta do something with that. So yeah, it's just kind of like hanging out here like this. But yeah, this is my Syndapsis Silver Hero. It's so pretty. I love the silver leaves. Like, so cool. This one is my philodendron tenue, I think is how you say it. Tenue? I got this one not too long ago, probably like a month ago. But yeah, this one is just a little juvenile philodendron tenue, and I don't know, I just really loved the leaves. And then when it matures, it just has, maybe I can insert a picture and show you guys, but when it matures, the leaves just look so cool. There's like a lot of lines and like texture, and I just thought that was awesome. So I'm excited to see this one mature. And then this one is one of my top 5. I love this one so much. This is my Philodendron Majestic. This one is a hybrid, I believe. I think it's Soderai and Varicosum, maybe? Let me check that. Yes, okay, I just checked, and it is the Varicosum and Soderai. So yeah, it's a hybrid of those two, and I love Soderai and Varicosum, so it's probably why I love this one so much. But like, how can you not? Look at the leaves. Like, they're just so cool. But yes, so I'm excited for this one to get bigger, and it's working on a new leaf right here. That's exciting. I got the cats this little like catnip rollerball thingy, and they are just crazy about it. I have an old one next to it, but then I got a new one recently, and man, they love it. So if you have a cat, you should get one of those. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Okay, next is my Philodendron Maioi. I'm not quite sure how to say it, but this is the new leaf that it just put out. Look how shiny and new. I love new leaves. They're just so cool looking. But yeah, this is probably one of my only philodendrons that I have that has like a kind of a funky leaf shape to it, but I love this one. It's just really cool. And then I have a couple just small ones here. This is just a baby global green pothos that I have just chilling here, trying to grow and get bigger. And then, oh my gosh, This one's already working on another leaf. Oh my gosh. Okay. This one is an Alocasia Maharani, I think is how you say it. And I actually grew these, there's 2 plants in here, and I grew these from my mother plant that's back there, from the corms. This is the first plant I have ever grown from like seeds or corms or anything like that, and honestly, I didn't think it was gonna work because I just put it in soil, and then I put just plastic wrap over this cup, and I just kept it moist, and it took a while, but it grew. It's just really exciting. There's just like more rewarding growing it from like birth basically. But yeah, it's working on a new leaf right there. That's so cool. And then this one is probably also one of my favorites as well. This one is my Syngonium Chia Pence. Look at those leaves. Like, they're basically picture perfect. I mean, they're just so cool. And honestly, they're so soft. Like, they feel how you think they would. They're just like silky and perfect. This is the newest leaf it just put out right there. So yeah, also another perfect one. But yeah, I love this one. It's just, I can't get over how cool those leaves are. And then this one is a Syngonium. It's not a Syngonium, that one was a Syngonium. I'm getting all mixed up here now. Philodendron Rio. I got this one, I actually split the cost with a friend from my plant Facebook group, and we got this one. I have to go check on that, hold on. Sorry, the kittens are just getting into all my stuff. Okay, back to where I was. I got this one, this Philodendron Rio. I split it with a plant friend, and so she gave me half of it and she kept the other half. And honestly, I was scared when I first got it because some of the leaves didn't make it, some of them just died off. But then after a while, it started just going crazy. So as you can see, it is just putting out all sorts of new leaves right now, like everywhere. So I was super excited about that. Definitely relieved. But yeah, I just love the variegation. It's so pretty. And then behind me here is a sad little bear paw succulent that I almost killed. It started dropping the paws off, and I think it was because I overwatered it once. So I've learned my lesson. Also, that is why I got a second one, because I wanted a better looking one. This one is just in rehab right now, so yes. And then below me right here, this bottom shelf on this big old plant shelf I have here, I just have some totes that I use for props. And this one is perlite that I had thrown a bunch of props in probably a couple months ago now, and they're ready to be potted up. I just have not done anything with them, and there's a lot of algae in there, so that will be addressed later on, maybe in a future video. And then this one is just kind of a rehab tote that I threw some plants in there that were on death's door, and a majority of them are actually growing. So I was pretty relieved about that. So they're just kind of chilling in there. I won't show you guys those today because they're not really like nice to look at. But I do have a couple down here that I will show you guys. The few that I have down here, oh gosh, I can't remember what this one is called. It's like one of those little tiny trailing ones though. It's really long. I need to do something with it. I got it quite a while ago, and it's honestly just like doubled in size, just chilling here. So I need to like do something or like make a little fun project with that or something. I don't know. And then this one is just a little, I think it's a Philodendron Brazil. At least that's what I thought I cut it off of, but like, look at that leaf. It kind of almost looks like, I don't know, it doesn't look like normal Brazil colorings to me, so like maybe it's something else. But anyway, this is my very first successful potted plant that I potted up from rooted water cuttings. And then back here I just have a very wonky philodendron micans. You know, I don't really know what's going on with this one. It's just crazy. It's just kind of chilling back here with these ones. But yeah, that's all I have on this plant shelf here. Let me show you the ones right behind me on this one that just kind of get some ambient light from both my Ikea cabinet and this shelf. So like I said, this shelf here is just getting ambient light from both of these shelves. And I've got 4 plants here that I will show you. Give you a closer look. Okay, let me pull these out for you guys so you can see them a little bit better. It's my Monstera Thai Constellation. The newest leaf there. Like, it's a good size next to me. I'm excited for it to get bigger. Okay, and then my Melanochrysum. Let's stand back so you guys can see all of it. Yes, it is a good size. And it just keeps growing for me. So I'm excited. All the cool, dark, velvety leaves. I love it. And then next to that is my Philodendron Glorious. So very similar to the Philodendron Gloriosum, except the difference between those two is this one is a climber, and then the other one is a crawler. So yeah, if you guys you love both the Gloriosum and Glorious, but you're not sure which one to get, you can choose whether you want a climber or a crawler, which is pretty cool. But also, this one's working on a new leaf, and it looks like it's gonna be big, and I'm super excited. So yeah, Philodendron Glorious. Okay, and then I'm just going to show you on this view here because I don't want to move it. This is my Monstera Dubia, and I have it here just on a wooden plank. Still got some ways to go, but yeah, you can see where it kind of acclimated and then started growing again, and that's the newest leaf it just put out, and it's working on a new one. So yeah, that's just chilling there with the other plants that I had there before. Okay, let's show you what's in here now. I don't have this set up in any sort of fancy way. Yeah, I obviously don't even have the cords like hiding or anything. Let me turn off the fan here so it's not so loud. Okay. I think this is the Ikea Rudsta cabinet that has the metal back to it. So I just ended up getting off of Amazon some like refrigerator magnetic shelves. And that's what I use for these shelves. It works really great and I like it a lot. And then I just got this little humidifier that senses the humidity off Amazon as well. And yeah, so nothing too fancy, but it does the job. Of course, when I actually fill a humidifier, which I'm not the best at, which is why the humidity is not very high right now. So in here, you know, I don't even know what that is. Guess we'll find out. This one is a Philodendron Tortum. This is a type of alocasia here that I cannot recall, but I will put it on the screen. And then this one, oh no, I remembered. This one is an El Choco, like a piece of El Choco that I'm trying to get to grow. And then this one I think is an Epipremnum pinnatum elbow, I think. And then I've got a little painted lady baby here. This one I think is a Philodendron Splendid. And then this one's a Philodendron Gigas baby, along with another Splendid right here. Cats are having a crazy time again. This one is also, I think, another Philodendron Splendid. And then this one right here is a Philodendron Glorious, I believe. And then down here is a long, what is it? Philodendron Camposportuanum. This one is my Black Band Maranta. And I think this one, is a Philodendron Ploumanii. I'm not 100% sure. And then down here is my Philodendron Verrucosum. And then next to that is one of my very favorites. This is my Philodendron El Choco Red, or I think they renamed it to Rubra Juvenile or something like that. But yeah, is also working on a new leaf for me. And then down here, I just have a few carnivorous plants that also help me with my fungus gnats. This is just a sundew, a pinguicula, and a monkey cup type of nepenthes, I believe. So yeah, that is all in my Ikea cabinet. And then I will show you the last few I have in here. Let me shut that. Okay, this is my Philodendron SP Columbia Platinum, I believe. And then this one I won on an auction on stevesleaves.com. This is a Philodendron Barantianum Shinkling form that goes all the way up there. And then right here I have a Burl Marks Fantasy. And below that I've just got a big old long crazy Monstera Celtibicana. I love the leaves, they're so cool. Next to that is my Philodendron Lynette. Just a big old guy sitting there. And then down here is my Cebu Blue Pothos, that's trailing down there. And then my Philodendron, my velvet leaf Philodendron, also known as the Micans. Also just trailing down there. So yeah, that's it for my little ladder shelf there. And then in the corner over here, I've got a few Anthurium. Up there is my Anthurium Forgetii. And then next to that, that's just kind of sprawling out here. I think this is my Magnificum Silver, which is just kind of doing its own thing right now. It's got leaves everywhere. This one is my Anthurium Magnificum. This is the newest leaf it just put out. So pretty. And then down here, I've got my Anthurium Warraquianum, I think is how you pronounce it. Also known as the Queen Anthurium. Just love those long leaves, they're just so pretty. And then I've got a sad little purple sword here that's kind of rehabbing. And then back here is my Alocasia Maharani, where this is my mother plant from the corms that I got and grew. And then down here I've got an Anthurium Clarinervium. So that is it for over there. Oh yeah, and then I have a few in the window here too. This is my Philodendron Lemon Lime. It's trailing down there. Up there I have, oh gosh, I always forget the name of this one. This is a Hoya densifolia. Hoya densifolia. And then up here is my Hoya fungii. And then I've just got some propagations going on here. And then I've got just a trailing heartleaf philodendron there that actually looks pretty thirsty. I probably need to water that. And then just here in the middle on my table, I've got my Calathea Borshewixii here, next to my Lemon Lime Miranda. And that pretty much does it for in here. Oh yeah, and then just my little terrarium I built a while back. But yeah, that's pretty much it in here. Yeah, so let me take you and show you the last few plants I have in the house. And then at the end of the hallway here, I know it's not the best lighting, but I've got 3 trailing plants on top of my bookshelf here. I believe, I know the one in the middle there is my Lemon Lime Philodendron, and then on either side, they're both pothos, but I honestly am so bad with knowing the difference between the different pothos varieties, so I'm pretty sure maybe one's a Marble Queen. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, those are them. That one's very thirsty. And then we have my room where I've got just a few plants and a sushi. Hi, Sushi. This is my Philodendron Brazil. I love it so much. It just trails all the way down. And then on the other side there, I've got my another, I think this one's actually a Philodendron Hederaceum, just a green leaf. Up there, I've got an air plant. Up here, I just have my Hoya Crinkle. We'll grab it down so you can see it better. So you can see why they call it a Hoya crinkle. But yeah, super cool, cute little leaves. And then here is just a little setup of Hoya. Let me turn off this grow light. Okay, I was able to put a little bit more light on it so I can show you guys here. This one is my Hoya. You know, this one is a no ID, so, but I think it might be like a Hoya Croniana Silver or something like that. I'll have to look it up and put it on the screen. This one is my Hoya Polynera. And then this one here is my Hoya Crassipediolata, I believe is how you pronounce it. Love the leaves on it, and then I just put it on a trellis because I love trellises. And then I actually have two of these. These are both Hoya linearis. And then this one here, I love so much. It's so cute. Like, look how cute that is. And then this one is my Hoya Chlorantha tutuilensis. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that one, but I'll put it on the screen, of course. This one back here is my Hoya obovata variegated splash. And then this one here is a Hoya parasitica black margin. Got a little yellow leaf there. I don't know what's going on with that, but I will address that later. This is my Hoya variegated macrophylla, I believe. I might be saying that wrong. And then this one is just another Hoya Crimson Queen that I have. That I'll probably end up actually combining with my hanging basket one. Because yeah, it just doesn't, it's very top heavy. And then this one I have here is my Hoya Curtisii. Don't mind the mess here that I just made. And then the two here I have are Hoya Matilde cuttings that I have rooting. And then this one is a little Hoya freebie that I got from a little, it was from one of the plant purges. I got it as a freebie from one of the people on there, which was super sweet. And I forgot the name of it, but I will put it on the screen. That is pretty much it for those Hoyas. Susie's just chilling over here. Hi, Susie. Hey you guys, I just wanted to hop on here really quick before I ended the video. I actually ended up rearranging a lot of my Hoya setup that's in my bedroom after I filmed that day. So I just wanted to show you guys and like insert a little bit of footage because I was pretty excited about it. I found a really cute mirror at Target and ended up moving some of my Hoyas to my plant room. So I will put footage in here so you guys can see what that looks like. Alright you guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I know that was a lot of plants to cover in one video, so if you're still here, thank you. I appreciate you. If you did like it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe below if you would like some more plants and cats content. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!